Hello viewers, welcome to the part 2 of the IKEv2 site-to-site VPN between FTD and IKEv router. So in the part 1 session, in the first part of this video session, we've been able to establish IKEv2 VPN between our FTD and IKEv router. And if we can still recall, this is the topology that we are considering. Now, the VPN was established, everything was fine, that's cool. On this FTD, neither on the router, we don't have NAT, any form of NAT, be it dynamic, static, or whatever NAT configured. Now, I want us to consider a scenario whereby on this FTD, we have a dynamic NAT configured, at least for users going to the internet. The private IP is needed to be NATed to a public IP, preferably to the outside interface IP, which is 50.50.50.3. So in that case, what's going to happen? Now, let's quickly do something. I'll go to NAT, click on NAT. I'm going to create a fresh NAT policy, thread defense NAT. Let me just call it NAT, and this is device, my FTD1, that's my managed device, which so I'm going to say click on NAT, and it's going to be manual NAT, and it's going to be dynamic, and I'm going to put it NAT rules after. Yep. So the source is going to be anything coming from 10.10.10.10, and they're going to be translated to the destination interface IP. So it's going to be from inside to outside. So this is destination interface objects. So they'll be translated to this, to the destination interface IP. So I'm going to click on OK. So this basically allows my host to go to the internet. Fine. I am going to click on save. Now, something needs to change, and something is going to work and something is not going to work. Now let's start from here. I've created a dynamic NAT for every host on the inside going to the internet, wherever they are going on the internet. Let me come to my policy. Okay, yeah, my access control policy. Let me click on this. This is still going to remain the same, especially from the perspective of inside to outside, because the access rule will be considered before the NAT. So this is going to be coming from 10.10.10.0 to this. That's going to be the case. Now, where we need to be concerned, where there will be a kind of concern is the interesting ACL, the interesting traffic. Now, this is what will happen. The interesting traffic we need to change, because now it's not going to be, the source is not going to be this. The source is going to be the outside interface. That's where we are NATing to. That's 50.50.50.3. We'll click on edit, because our the crypto will be triggered when the traffic gets to the outside interface, because that's where our crypto is, our IKEv2, that's where it's been enabled on the outside interface. So it's when the traffic gets there and it says that, oh, it's coming from 10.10.10.10.10.0 and it's going to 1.7.2. Oh, I need to trigger. I mean, then it would have been NATed actually from 10.10.10.0 to 50.50.50.3. And then it's going to see that, wow, I need to trigger IPsec. So I'm going to delete this. The source will now be 50.50.50.3. Let me just put /32, because then it's going to be NATed to the outside interface IP address. So the traffic, so for the interesting traffic to work, it has to be from the NATed IP to the destination where it's going. So I'm going to click on save. And for the IKEv2 mirror now, it's going to be from the site B LAN host to, I don't have an object created for it, so I will just add it here manually, and I'm going to say save, and I'm going to save. Now that's the only thing I'm going to change, and I'm going to deploy. This is kind of trickish, but There's something I want to prove to us. So that's cool. So now let me come here. Show crypto IKEv2 essay. Clear crypto IKEv2 essay. Clear crypto essay. Okay, fine. Show run. Let me check my interesting traffic. The ACL for my interesting traffic. So I'm going to edit this because now we see no. Okay, let me configure the new one first. IP 172.16.1.0 to host 50.50.50.3. Because now it's going to be coming from my LAN, which is 172.16.1.0, and it's going to be going to the public IP of the FTD site. Show run section. Essentially, there's something I want to show us. I want to show it to us practically, so that's why I'm going through all this. So I'm going to save. So now let's discuss it theoretically. Now I have NAT here on this outside interface. So the host coming from here, once they are going to the outside, once they are going outside, they are going to be NATed. Now this is how the VPN will work. This same host now, although it's going, it doesn't need NAT actually, but we have a NAT covering every LAN, every IP address, all this network or subnet, whatever I want to call it. So now if this host, the access rule is going to allow it from here, from inside to outside, because 10.10.10.2 is going to 172.16.1.2. The access control rule will allow it. But when it gets here, it's going to be NATed to 50.50.50.3. So when it's NAT to 50, so it's now going to be, the source will now change that 50.50.50.3 is going to 172.16.1.2. Once we have that, it's going to eat the interesting traffic. Then it's going to trigger crypto. So that's why we have to change our interesting traffic ACL to 50.50.50.3. Now, once it gets here, it's going to VPN with IPsec will be established, get to site B respond back. That's fine if the traffic is being initiated from site A. But what if this traffic is being initiated from site B? It's not going to work because now the NAT we have here, it's let me show it to us again. Because the NAT we are having here, it's a dynamic NAT. So it's not static NAT. If it's static NAT, fine. If it's coming, if site B is initiating, it's going to initiate it to the public IP that, okay, I'm going to 50.50.3 and it's going to be translated to 10.10.10.2. But remember, it is not a static NAT. It's dynamic NAT that we have on the FTD side. So the initiation, the IPsec, the whatever, the communication, if initiated from side B, is not going to work. Have I deployed this? My new changes. Okay, I've deployed. Now let me try and initiate from side B. That's side B LAN. I'll try and ping 10.10.10.2. Let's see what will happen. You can see we couldn't set it up because side B LAN now, the interesting traffic is going to be pointing to 50.50.50.3. So it's coming from outside. It's not a return traffic, so it's not going to work. Show crypto IKEv2 SA. Now, but let's initiate from site A. Let me initiate from site A LAN. Let's see. I'm going to ping. Let's see what will happen. You can see, boom, it's working. Let me go to my site B router and do show crypto. It's working because it's been initiated from site A and the 10.10.10.2 is NATed to 50.50.53. Gets here, the return traffic will be allowed because a port has been opened for that session already. The session has been established already, so it's going to be allowed to come back in. So that's it. But from here, from side B, we can initiate the traffic. So in that case, what are we going to do? So in that case, we need to exempt 10.10.10.2 from NAT. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll go back to my NAT table. I'm going to click on add rule. It's going to be manual NAT. It's going to be static. It's going to be from inside going to outside. And my transition is going to be if 10.10.10. Don't let me use you. Let me create a separate. Don't let me use the whole subnet. I want to specifically the NAT exemption specifically for 10.10.10.2, 10.10.10.2. So this is my net 10.10.10.2. So that's my network. 10.2 hosts. So I'll do this. So if this traffic is being originated from here and is going to this destination. Sorry, it's going to this destination 172.16.1.0. In that case, the translated source, the source will not be translated, it will be translated to itself. That means it's not going to be translated. And the destination also will not be translated. So that means the source is going to be as it is. The destination is going to be as it is. It's going to be as is. So now we can see we now have a static NAT exemption for 10.10.10.2 going to this IP address. So I'm going to save. Now in that case, I need to go back to my interesting traffic and change it back, revert it back to what we have initially. Where's my access list? Extended IKEv2. So because we've exempted from NAT, so it's going to be initiated from 10.10.10.2 to side B subnet. So that's okay. For the mirror also, it's going to be from 172.16.1.0 to 10.10.10.2. Okay, I'll just say /32. I'm going to add and I'm going to save. And that is all we need to change. And while that is deploying, clear crypto IKEv2 SA, clear crypto SA, show run section access list, config T. I'm going to revert my access list back. Oh. So, and that's go for this. That's when it's going to host 10.10.10.2. And I'm going to say no to this. Show run section access list. So we have our interesting traffic back. Normal. So to our FTD, I'm sure the session is no longer live. Show crypto IKEv2 SA. So fine. So now what we've done actually in order to solve the problem of NAT, because normally in a corporate environment you always have your NAT that permits the NAT internal traffic going to the outside. So that's a norm. So in that case, what we've done is we've exempt our VPN traffic from being NATed. So that's what we did here. So right now I'm going to initiate traffic and I'm going to initiate it from side B LAN. So it should work now. Hooray. So we can see our VPN is up. So the VPN can be initiated from anywhere, either site A or site B. You can see crypto IPsec SA. You can see that's it. And on my FTD, we can see that show crypto IPsec SA. So I can clear crypto IKev2 SA, clear crypto SA. So here should be cleared also. So fine, and I can also decide to initiate it from site A. It can work from anywhere. You can see it works. So our ping is working. So that's it. Not exemption. So now there's another case I want us to deal with. That is, let's say, okay, fine, we are exempting from NAT, but let's look at a situation whereby the other sites, I'm using 10.10.10.2, 10.10.10.0 subnet. The other site also they're using 10.10.10.0 subnet. So there's going to be an issue. So we need to do something about it. So I'm going to take care of that in the next video. Thank you very much for viewing.